Yo, what is up, guys? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And today we're going to be checking out the new Fracture event that is currently going on in Halo Infinite. So yeah, man, let's jump right into it, see what it has to offer, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. Alrighty, so here we are on the event pass, and as you can see, it's called Entrenched because it's supposed to be like World War One themed or something. And last Fracture was like Japanese themed or something like that. So yeah, this time we got this, and if we look at the pass here, we got a few emblems, backdrops, stance, pretty cool pistol coating, and of course you unlock the core, you get another emblem, you get this blue mongoose skin, and then we get some armor for the core, and we do get this sick visor. I do like this visor, it looks quite cool. And yeah, we get an attachment for it, another emblem. This one looks kind of cool. It's just a solid like blue, kind of wasp color, dark blue, I guess. I don't know. Nothing too fancy, but still cool. You get shoulder pads, or yeah, shoulder pads, knee pads, another emblem, and then you get this coating for the core. Now by tier 18 is when it actually starts getting interesting. We get some cool pouches, this like canteen thing. And then probably my favorite helmet right here. This is sick as heck. Another emblem thingy, backdrop, whatever. Pretty cool coating. And then we get another sick looking visor. This one does look sick. And we get an attachment for that last helmet, which is awesome as well. Chest plate, which looks pretty sweet. Another shoulder pad. Another stance. And probably, I don't know, pretty decent armor coating, I guess. And then for the final tier we get a data pad thingy. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. So along with the event pass, of course, comes a new mode tied with it, and so here it is. It's called Entrenched, and it's basically just Landgrab. That's what the mode is called. For some reason, it's only on 4 maps. I honestly have no idea why. We barely have any maps in the game. Like, why is it only on these 4 maps? I'll just never understand why it's only on 4 maps. That's just so weird. Okay, so we got Behemoth. I never really get this map anymore, so this actually is quite nice, because I don't really... Yeah, I'd never get this map anymore. I don't think people will... It's kind of funny, because, like, during the flights, people really like this map. And I feel like mostly the reason for that was because it was like an actual, like, there's some variation to it. It was like in a sand desert place, and all the other maps were like UNSC stuff, and so it got kind of boring, and so that's why people kind of praised this map early on. But now people hate it, I feel like, so I don't know, it's pretty funny. I don't think it's the worst map, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite. Alright, so anyways, the way this mode works is you just basically gotta capture zones, and the first person to capture 11 zones wins. That's really all there is to it. There can only be 3 zones at a time. There we go, we got one there. And so once all the zones have been captured, a new set appears, a new set of 3 zones appears, and you basically just gotta battle over them, until you get 11 zones. Once you get to like the final few zones, sometimes it ends up being like only 2 zones, sometimes even being 1 zone. It all depends on the score, which is quite cool. It's basically just like a dumbed down territories is the way I like to call it, because personally I would have preferred a territories mode instead. Like, I would like BTB territories as like the event instead. I think that would have been so much cooler. Just because it would have like changed it up a bit, because like all the events are literally just in the arena. I don't know why we can't have like some bigger scale event. Events are supposed to be like a big thing, right? So it only makes sense to add more players to make it interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's nothing much else to say, and honestly I just don't really care for this mode. I really don't. I just don't care for the entire event. I'm just gonna give you guys my honest thoughts. I just don't care. It's cool. This mode's like not the worst thing, but I don't know, man. Like, these events just gotta change. I just don't enjoy them. They just don't feel like events. It just feels like a playlist update is all it feels like. I can't find myself to enjoy this game for too much because, there's just so many issues that make no sense why they're there. They had so much time. The challenge system, like, I have no idea how that even got like into the game. Like, do they even play like, this might just turn into a rant, but do they even play their own game is like really what I question sometimes. Because like, holy smokes, man, how do you not have like a separate XP system when XP systems have been like a standard since like, what, I don't know, like 2000 freaking 8 or 2007, I don't even know. It's been like quite a while, and they've been a thing for a reason. You know, it keeps player retention, and people like grinding for stuff. It's just a thing, you know. And so like, it just makes no sense why this game would not have that, because you would think you would want people to stay and play your game, right? But no, I guess not. It just blows my mind. And so instead they place it with this annoying, tedious freaking challenge system where like you have to play a certain way, and it's still the same way. They did make a couple changes to it. Like, they did make it as like a little more bearable, but it still makes you play a certain way, and it's just like, I don't know, man, it's still annoying just because you still have to do all these challenges. I mean, I don't know, it's just so dumb. I would have preferred if we could just level up the battle pass just by playing whatever we want. And you know, that's just one of the many flaws in this game. We also got like the freaking desync, all the netcode, the connection issues, and the fact that like, I don't know, man, it's just... Anyways, yeah, that's the Fracture event. Personally, what I would have wanted is I would have wanted, like, obviously this would require Forge, but if you remember that Trench Warfare game, custom game in like Halo Reach, I think they had it in Halo 3 probably as well. Basically came across all games. It was like a pretty popular custom mode, and yeah, it was called Trench Warfare. Like, imagine if we had that as the event. Like, you know how cool that would have been? Tied with this mode would have been, you know, it would have made more sense, because like, you know, you're fighting for land, right? And yeah, there would be like trenches and stuff, and so it would fit with the theme, and it would just make the freaking experience much more interesting. And I mean, it would have been nice if they like actually like, you know, change the loading screens or something, like into the Fracture event stuff. Like, they have pictures of it. I don't know. Like, it would have been so much cooler if they did that to make it feel like you're actually in an event. Because otherwise, it just, honestly, I don't know, man. It's just, you know, it's just like, I just don't really care for it. You know, if you do, that's fine, but like, I don't know, man. I kind of expect more out of events. It doesn't even feel like one. It just, and then the fact it's on like the same maps, you know, it's just like the same maps we've been playing since launch. It's just like, you know, I just don't care. I don't know. I've probably said it like so many times already, but I just generally don't really care. Even on MCC, you know, I've kind of lost interest. I don't even want to play Halo as much anymore. I think mods kind of help on that, because it's a huge like new experience, and it's pretty cool seeing like what the community has created. So I've been doing some of that. You'll definitely see more of that. But yeah, I mean, if I had to rate the Fracture event, it'd probably be like a freaking, I don't know, like a 5 out of 10. I don't know, it's just like the most average thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Consider subscribing and liking the video, as it shows your support. Peace.